In the heart of Egypt, amidst the splendor of Pharaoh's palace, a solemn moment unfolds. Joseph, once a foreigner in this land, now a figure of great authority, stands by his father Jacob's lifeless body. His tears fall silently, each a testament to a journey of faith, trials, and providence. He kisses his father's forehead, a final farewell to the patriarch who had shaped the destiny of a nation. Joseph orders his servants, skilled in the art of embalming, to prepare his father's body. For 40 days, they work meticulously, preserving Jacob for his final journey back to Canaan, the land promised by God to his forefathers. As the days pass, a wave of mourning washes over Egypt. For 70 days, Egyptians and Israelites alike grieve for the man who had become a symbol of God's providence. As the period of mourning ends, Joseph approaches the Pharaoh, seeking permission to fulfill his father's last wish to be buried in the land of Canaan. Pharaoh, respecting Joseph's loyalty and service, grants this request. Thus, a grand procession begins, a journey transcending borders and bridging cultures. It includes the dignitaries of Egypt and the entire household of Jacob. Their path is marked by the presence of chariots and horsemen, a sign of honor and respect for the deceased. They reach the threshing floor of Adad, beyond the Jordan, and there they lament profoundly, their cries echoing through the land. The Canaanites, observing this display of sorrow, named the place Abel Mizraim, recognizing the depth of the Egyptians' mourning. After 7 days, the caravan continues, carrying Jacob to his final resting place in the cave of the field of Machpelah, fulfilling his last command. With Jacob's burial concluded, a new challenge emerges for Joseph. His brothers fear retribution for their past betrayal. In their desperation, they plead for forgiveness, invoking their father's supposed last words. Joseph, moved to tears by their fears, reassures them. He recognizes the hand of God in his journey, from the pit to the pinnacle of power in Egypt. He forgives them, promising to care for them and their families, a living embodiment of divine mercy and grace. Joseph's life, rich in years and experiences, comes to a close in Egypt. He witnesses the growth of his family, the blossoming of generations. Before his death, he makes a prophetic promise to his brethren, foreseeing God's faithfulness in leading them back to the promised land. He asks them to carry his bones from Egypt when that day comes, linking his destiny with the future deliverance of his people. Thus, Joseph's journey ends, but his legacy, a narrative of faith, forgiveness, and God's unfailing promises, lives on.